Thank you guys so much for tuning back into my channel. Listen, my name is Charmaine Marie. I'm your angelic healing practitioner. And today, listen, I want to welcome you to Victory Secured, okay? This is called Walking in Your Win, all right? I'm Charmaine, and today we're going to dive into a truth that can actually change everything in your life. Because why? The battle is already over, and victory is already yours. So, yes, you've already won, okay? Even if it doesn't feel like it. You already won this thing, baby. So listen, I'm going to dive into this because too often we fight battles that are already won. We struggle, we stress, we overthink. But see, when God, okay, the universe or life itself has already placed the win in our hands, listen, I'm going to show you how you recognize, how you claim, how you walk in victory, okay? In the victory, that is already yours. How do you walk in that? So step one, I want you to recognize the victory, okay? Understand that some battles are spiritual, they not physical. Your enemies, fear, doubt, negative circumstances, listen, they have already been defeated. You don't have to fight them on your own. So you got to think of it just like a courtroom, like you was in physical court. Listen, the verdict is already in your favor. Your enemies, listen, they may be upset, but baby, the case is already closed. So then number two, you claim what belongs to you. So victory is not just given, but see, it's claimed. You got to start by affirming it. I am victorious. I walk in power. Listen, I own what is rightfully mine. Write down your wins, big, small. And then listen, seeing them in black and white, I'm going to tell you, it makes the victory undeniable. Do you understand me? And so then you got to learn how to walk boldly in confidence. See, once you know that the battle is already won, see, then you start moving differently. Your actions, your words, your decisions, it reflect someone who is already victorious, okay? So fear can't hold you back no more. It can't. So listen, let me say this. Imagine the enemy already being defeated. Because listen, you got to see yourself tall, unshaken, okay? Smiling because, see, the war is over. You got to speak it aloud. The battle is already over. I already won this victory. And then you got to repeat it, declare it, decree it daily over your life. Because, see, what it's going to do is going to rewire your brain, your mind to live in that triumph, right? So remember, the victory is already yours. The battle is over. All you got to do, baby, is just walk into what has been waiting for you. That's it. That's it. You got to recognize your inheritance. Then you got to take ownership of everything that belongs to you. Okay? So listen, I want you to understand this because this is how it operates. This is how it works, right? And so let me say this. Once you discover that this battle is already won, then let me tell you, you got to recognize what belongs to yours. Because see, victory, it don't just mean that the fight is over, okay? You gonna be, listen, it ain't never over, okay? But what it means is that there's an inheritance, it's waiting, it got your name on it. Do you understand me? And let me say this, you, listen, imagine this, say you inherited a house, okay? But see, you never pick up those keys. But see, that's what happens spiritually when you don't recognize your inheritance. See, the win is already written. Okay, but you still have to step inside. You got to step inside and you got to claim what's yours. Your inheritance, guess what? You got to know what's yours. Your inheritance, it is peace, it is joy, it is freedom, it's abundance, it's authority. So too many people, what they do, they settle for scraps when a full table is waiting for them. I'm just going to say it, okay? You ain't got to wait for scraps, not in the kingdom of God. No, not when you are here of God. Okay, you are here. Okay, listen. Let me tell y'all this. Nope. Let me say this, because I'm looking for something I want to. Nope, not when you are here of God. It don't operate like that, baby. Let me tell you something. Enemies, they may try to distract you, but see, they can't take what God has already set aside for you. They can't do that. Okay? They can't do it. So let me tell y'all this. Let me say this. You got to stop living below your birthright. Don't live below your birthright. See, if you believe that you're only worthy of struggle, then see, you going to live in the struggle. You going to live in that. But see, if you believe that you're worthy of victory, you going to walk in the victory. And this is why it's so important to renew your mind. You got to renew your mind daily. You got to remind yourself that you have access, okay? You have access, what you got access to, which is the kingdom, okay? Listen, y'all, let me tell you something. So another thing is this, you got to step into your ownership. Owning your inheritance, it means speaking differently, walking differently, making decisions from a place of abundance instead of a place of lack. You don't have to beg for what already has your name on it. You just claim it. You just claim what's yours, right? I want you to write down some things. Grab you a notebook and a journal. Write down 3 things that you know are part of your inheritance today. Because things like peace, joy, financial freedom, listen, write it down. Then, listen, I want you to affirm this, though. This is mine. It's mine. I claim it. I walk in it. Say it aloud every morning, okay, this week. Okay, because what you're doing, you training yourself to live in ownership of what's already yours. Victory is not about survival, but see, it's about inheritance. So you don't have to live outside of what's already yours. You ain't got to accept the scraps, I'm just saying. So listen, I'm going to teach you. We're going to expose your enemies for what they really are. They already defeated, baby. You don't have to fear them anymore. You had already, listen, defeated the plot. The schemes, the traps, the pits, all of that. All of that. Okay? You already defeated the enemy. Okay? And so, let me tell you how well you did this thing. You have defeated your enemy, listen, without even a fight. How you fight your enemy without a fight? So listen, I talked to y'all about how to recognize your inheritance, but see, I want to open up your eyesight, your eye gate to this powerful truth. Your enemies are already defeated without you having to lift a finger. You must be a heavyweight champion, because how you defeat your enemies without lifting a finger. Do you hear me? So many of us, we live our lives in the, what's it called? Live our lives shadow boxing. That's what it's called. Fighting battles that don't even exist anymore. Okay, that's the truth. Okay, so the truth is, the moment victory, okay, was declared in your favor, it was already declared. Your enemies, they lost their power then, because you was able to fight them without even fighting. You didn't have to lift a finger. So they lost their power, and all that is left is the illusion, okay, that they still have control. And they don't. They already lost. The moment you walked away, they lost control. Okay? So listen, it's called the illusion of power, y'all. The enemies, your enemies, listen, they roar louder when they've already been defeated. Do you hear me? Listen. It's their last attempt, y'all, to try to scare you. They coming with that fear. Coming with that fear. I'm telling you, the fear, doubt, shame, poverty. Listen, they trying to come with it. Depression, these are the shadows. Yep. And so it can look intimidating, but they ain't got no bite. They ain't got no bite left in them, y'all. I'm trying to tell y'all the truth. So listen, you can have victory too without even striving, because you don't have to exhaust yourself, okay, fighting what's already been handled. Nope, it already been handled. The verdict has been passed. The case is closed. I told y'all, let God be the judge. This is why peace feels so powerful, y'all, because it's proof that you no longer have to wrestle with what's already dead. Okay? You don't have to wrestle with what's already dead. And another thing is this: you got to shift from fighting to standing. Okay? Instead of fighting, okay, you stand. You stand on your victory. You stand on your authority. Okay? You stand on the truth that nothing can overturn this win. Can't nothing overturn it. Okay? So right now, listen, think of one enemy. Maybe it could be fear, okay? Maybe it's a person's opinion. Anyway, let me say, people's opinion of you is not your reality. So listen, maybe it's self-doubt. So listen, I want you to write that down. Get your journal, and then write this over in big bold letters. Write defeated. 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 Okay? Keep that somewhere where you can see that. Defeated. Because every time the enemy, he like to whisper, look at that word defeated and remind yourself that the fight is over. The verdict is closed. The case is closed. They trying to open back up a case that was already won. No. We're not finna do that, especially not with our enemies. No, because you already have fought without lifting a finger. What? Please. The case is shut. Case closed, baby. You don't have to fight for what's already been defeated. No, your enemies are powerless. Do you hear me? Powerless. You just got to learn how to use the victory you've been given. Okay? And then you got to move boldly in your own life. Do you hear me? You got to show up boldly. See, people don't take you serious until you show up. That's why I'm the show up queen. I show up in anywhere, in any foreign land. I'll show up. I'll show up tomorrow. I'll show up right now. Keep on, keep it on. Yeah, I'll show up right now. So listen, you got to make sure, listen, I'm telling y'all, listen, I want y'all to share this with somebody too, this video that's fighting in the shadows, okay? Because it's time that they know that the war is already over. It's already over. I'm just saying. I'm just trying to teach you how to walk in your authority. That's it. That's it. It's already been won. So let me say this. Okay, we talked about the battle being over, and then how to recognize your inheritance, and then your enemies already, they've been defeated, right? So now it's time to walk into authority. It's time for you to walk into your authority. See, victory is not passive. So this is why you got to walk this thing out. See, when you know who you are and you carry yourself differently, okay, see, people, they can sense that. They get intimidated with that type of victory, with that type of authority, right? When you wear that type of mantle, they get intimidated, okay? So listen, but I'm going to tell you why, because see, situations bend to that type of authority. See, authority will change the atmosphere. Do you understand me? And see, let me tell you something else. That authority, though, it's already yours. It's already, and it ain't arrogance. It ain't arrogance, but it is confidence rooted in the truth, okay? Didn't God say, let his word be true, let God be true, and every man a liar? He said, sanctify them through thy word. And he said the word is the truth, right? So authority, it means that you don't have to ask for permission. No, not to be free, not to be blessed, or to be whole. You just live in it and you walk in it. So authority, it shows in your decisions, right? You speak with clarity. You move without hesitation. And then you live without fear. And you stand tall with your shoulders back. And you declare that I walk in authority, okay? I am not a victim, but I am victorious. And I carry power with me wherever I go. Do this daily. And watch your life. Listen, watch your posture change. And your words, see, when your posture and your words, when they working together, it builds authority. It builds authority. See, your authority is your armor. And so you got to wear it every day. You got to be suited up and booted up in that armor, the armor of God, every day, especially when people be trying to play you. I'm just saying. So it ain't no turning back. You can't afford to return to what's already behind you. Ain't no need to turn back. Ain't no turning back now. Because once you step into victory, the past has no claim on you. You can't dive forward looking in the rearview mirror. It don't work like that. This is how too many people, they sabotage their victory because they keep revisiting old battles that's already been buried. So guess what? The past, it's a trap. That's why you got to heal your past life karma, because it's a trap. It was meant to lure you into cycles of guilt and regret, bitterness, shame, doubt, all kind of stuff, okay? Fear, No, we ain't going back. And so your identity is not tied to your history. But what it is tied to is your destiny. I can tell you that. So turning back, no, it will dishonor your victory. And so guess what? Your eyes got to stay forward. You got to keep your eyes on the prize, right? So guess what? Write down one thing from your past that's keep resurfacing. I want you to write that thing down, and then I want you to tear it up. I want you to burn it up. I want you to throw it away. And I want you to say, I release this. I release it. I will not return to it, but I will walk forward in freedom. Because see, forward is the only direction that victory moves. So you can't turn back. You can't turn back. You got to listen, that's why you need to understand the power of declaration. How your words seal your win. Your mouth is one of your greatest weapons in walking out victory. Because while life and death are in the power of the tongue, and what you declare consistently, it becomes what you experience. So victory must not only be believed, but it must be spoken. So you got to listen. Now it's time to walk it out in such grace, in such peace, right? And so you got to say and declare, I'm victorious and can't nothing defeat me. Because peace is mine, joy is mine, freedom is mine. The battle is over. I walk in my inheritance. Okay? You got to speak your victory until you live it, breathe it. And guess what? You better make sure you go ahead and embody that thing. Do you hear me? Listen, because declarations is what create your atmosphere. So what you say, it will shape, okay, what surrounds you. What you say is going to shape it. I'm telling you, negative words empower enemies, okay? But see, positive declarations will silence them. So when you align your speech with victory, your life follows suit. So guess what? I want y'all to keep walking strong. Even when old feelings, them old memories, when they try to creep in up on you. Because they will. You got to remember that you got to walk out your victory. You got to declare this thing. You got to my personal request. God said, preach the word. He said, preach it. Be instant in season, out of season. He said, reprove, rebuke, exhort with all long suffering and doctrine. Yeah. Because the time is here. I said the end is here. The time is coming now. It's already here. They ain't going to endure sound doctrine. But they going to, after they own lust, they going to heap to themselves teachers having itching ears. And they shall turn away their ears from the truth. And guess what? You got so many people right now. They turn unto fables. Yep, they didn't turn unto faith. They don't even want to open up the Bible and read it. They don't even believe the word of God. Listen, I'm not going there. But see, it says, watch thou in all things. It says, endure affliction. Do the work of an evangelist and make full proof of thy ministry. That's what it said. That's what it said. It said, for I am now ready to be offered. Okay? And the time of my departure is at hand. Did y'all hear that? Listen, because I have fought a good fight. I have finished my course. I have kept the faith. Y'all hear this? Because guess what? Henceforth, it says there is laid up for me a crown of righteousness. Sure is. It's laid up for me. For me, my children, and my children's children. How about that? Because I fought the good fight of faith. It says, a crown of righteousness which the Lord, the righteous judge, shall give me at that day. And not only to me only, not only to me, but unto all them also that love his appearing. Listen, this is why you can't be going back. You got to overcome all that fear and overcome all of that doubt. Because listen, You got to learn how to walk in your authority, declare victory, and never turn back. Because what happens when fear and doubt, when it start to creep in, okay? See, fear is a liar. Doubt is its partner. You got fear and doubt. When they link up together, boy, they only show up to try to make you question what's already what you already own. What's already yours. What's already rightfully yours. But see, here's the truth. Fruit of fear, and doubt, okay, they cannot stand in the presence of faith and confidence. Nope, it ain't no fear, ain't no doubt. I'm trying to tell you. Only faith and confidence. That's it. Ain't nothing else. Ain't nothing else going on, y'all. I'm trying to tell y'all what I know. But see, these jokers will try to creep up on you. I'm trying to tell you. They'll try to creep up on you quick. But see, you can overcome fear and doubt, because I did. And if I did, you can too. And God, he'll put faith. Listen, you'll be walking and you'll be like, God, how I overcome all of that? How I went through all of that and I came out as pure gold, God? What? The angels carried me over. They took charge over me. Because I'm going to try to tell you, fear, it disguises itself as protection. But see, it's really sabotage. And then you got doubt. It'll try to whisper, well, what if you do this? What, you know? But see, victory answers. But see, what if you soar? You know, see, courage is not the absence of fear. But see, it's moving forward in spite of it. It's moving forward. I'm trying to tell you, you got to move forward. You ain't got time. You can't be talking about, I'm not good enough. No, you got to know that you fully equipped. You fully equipped and you victorious. Do you understand me? In spite of. So you don't want fear to be holding you back, okay? I want you to learn how to write statements of victory. You conquer fear and doubt by exposing them as powerless, okay? And so that's how you shift into celebration. Do you hear me? Because victory, listen, it's not complete without joy. So then you got faith, confidence, victory. But see, then you got to get the joy. Got to get that joy, because see, victory isn't meant to be heavy. It's meant to be celebrated. Do you understand me? And so too often what we do, we end up, we rush past our wins. And we always looking for the next battle. But see, joy is the fuel, y'all. If you don't celebrate your victories, you'll never fully enjoy life. Do you hear me? It's okay for you to celebrate. You'll never fully enjoy the life that you fought for. So this is why joy, it keeps your spirit strong. It's a spiritual strategy. And then when you celebrate, it attracts more victories. And then gratitude multiplies blessings, y'all. Did y'all hear what I said? So even your small wins deserve big joy. Because see, every victory, it matters. So I want you to think about three victories, that you experienced this year. Big or small. Say them aloud, smile, give thanks, and then let yourself feel the joy. Listen, because see, joy is the proof, okay? Joy is the proof, baby, okay? That's the proof. You're still alive. Yep. Joy is the proof. And so guess what? And now you ain't just alive, but you still winning. And you still moving. And you living unshakable. So listen, victory doesn't mean life will be storm free. No, that ain't what it means. It means that you will stand firm no matter what comes your way. So you got to think about a tree in a storm and the winds blow. But see, deep roots. When you got that foundation together, that structure, I ain't talking about your routine, I'm talking about your structure. Okay? When you got deep roots and you keep it steady, see, that's you in victory now. See, you may bend a little bit, but you ain't gonna break. You ain't gonna break, because see, stability comes from consistency. And this is why you people ain't stable. I know a lot of people, and they ain't stable because they not consistent with nothing. They ain't consistent. They ain't consistently doing nothing. For one thing, they ain't consistently working, I know that. And that ain't good. That ain't good. That's not good, okay? Listen. I be cracking myself up. I know some people that ain't working, and that ain't good. I'm just keeping it real with y'all. It's some lazy bums out here, y'all. And all they do is look for people to live off of. I'm just saying. That's it. So anyway, I'm talking about victory. You got to think about a tree. Think about a tree, y'all. And so listen, like I said, stability, it comes from you being consistent. Consistent in every area of your life. Daily prayer, affirmations, your focus. What are you focused on? See, people they distracted, y'all, by everything that's going on around them. They can't focus on one thing for 5 minutes. They can't even read a book. People don't even read books no more. People won't sit here and read. I mean, come on. My God. Please, readers are leaders. And so listen, y'all, listen. Listen, stand with your feet firmly planted. Okay, listen. And just close your eyes for a minute. And think of yourself, okay? Just imagine it was like a storm raging around you. But see, you unmoved. Because why? You rooted, you're grounded, and you are not shaken. And so with stability comes consistency. It comes, when you consistent, you're going to be stable, okay? When you're rooted in the truth, instead of outside of the chaos, because see, outside chaos, it don't shake you because you're rooted. Daily prayer, you got your affirmations, you focus, you got your stability, you consistent in what it is that you do in your everyday life. You're unshakable. And so people, listen, unshakable people, it inspires others. They become living proof that victory works. It works. When people are stable, they consistent. Do y'all hear me? See, you're unshakable because victory has already secured you. You already secure, baby. Remember, God said that's what he said he was coming to do. That's what he said. He was bringing you to a secure place, a place that he already had prepared for you. Ain't that what he said? So now you doubting what God told you. What he said he was going to do. He said he was going to secure you. Remember, I told you were secure. I told you, when people ask you, tell them, I've been refined. I've been preserved. So now, when that fear and doubt want to kick in, you too secure. Now you 100. At first you was 0%. So now, you like, I don't know, God. I don't know about this. I told y'all success is born. A millionaire told me that. Success is born. You got to make your own fun when you're successful. Especially when you didn't accomplish a lot at a young age. And you did more than most people ever do in their life. That's just the truth, okay? Success. You got to keep creating stuff, finding stuff to do. Because, listen, I'm trying to tell you, you got to look. I know what I'm talking about. I ain't no fool. That's one thing, I ain't a fool. So listen, because I ain't done. Victory is not a one-time event though either. It's not, y'all. It's a way of life. So when you wake up daily, you know that you're already a winner. And this is what changes everything. It changes your choices, your relationships, your confidence, okay? It's like the grand finale of victory secured. You walking already, baby, in your win. You already walking this thing out. in grace and in peace. In peace. You walking it out in grace and in peace, and can't nobody bother you. Can't nobody bother you. Nobody. They can't touch this. That's what I heard God say. Remember that old MC Hammer song? They can't touch this. Yeah, they sure can't. If they think they're going to touch it, they're going to get caught. Their hands going to get burnt up. Listen. So let me say this. So we talked about how the battle was over. Your enemies are defeated and victory is yours, right? And so, like I said, victory, it's a way of life. It is. It's just a way of life. And so, when victory is a way of life, you wake up, you already know that you're a winner, okay? You got to make victory your mindset. It's your mindset, and you see every challenge in your life, it's already been conquered. And so you build habits of success, gratitude, prayer, focus, discipline. You carry victory into every space. Your home, your job, your relationships. Do you hear me? You create your victory lifestyle. You live boldly. You got to say, I live boldly. I move with authority. I shine with joy. My face glow with shine. Now that one I made up, y'all. I shine with joy, though. I sure do. I'm unshakable. I live in victory daily. And then you got to read this to yourself. Read it every morning. I live boldly. I move with authority, and I shine with joy. I'm unshakable, and I live in victory. I do this daily. Victory ain't just something that you achieve, but baby, it's who you are. Because see, after the battle, you comes victory. After the battle is fought and it's over with, this is victory. It's who you are. You victory, baby. So you got to remember that the battle is over. You already won the victory. So now you got to live victory. You got to walk this thing out every single day. Every day, because victory ain't just something, boo-boo, you achieve. But see, it's who you are. Victory is who you are. Listen, I told y'all had already fought your enemies without lifting a finger. God said, just say the word. Just say the word. That's what he said. That's what he did. Just say the word and your servant shall be healed. That's what he said. That's what he did. Every word. He said, just say the word. He wasn't lifting no fingers like that until, listen. That's a whole nother sermon. I ain't going there tonight because I'll be here all day. But listen, y'all, let me tell you something. This is not the end. It's just the beginning of your victorious lifestyle. That's it. Your victorious, luxurious lifestyle. Do you hear me? This is just the beginning, baby. That's it. That's all. That's all, folks. That's it. That's it. So the conclusion of the matter, okay? The conclusion of the matter, let me say that, okay? Because, see, victory is already secured. So, listen. And we uncovered some powerful truths in this video. So guess what? The battle is over. Your inheritance is waiting, okay? Your enemies are defeated. And victory is not just an event, but baby, it's a lifestyle. So I want you to take a moment and to remember the journey. That you don't have to fight for what's already yours. Because you carry authority. You carry the authority. So you don't need to turn back to nothing. And see, your declarations is what shape your reality. Okay? So fear, doubt, the shadows, listen, all this stuff ain't got no power over you. But see, joy, okay, stability, celebration is what is going to keep you strong. And most importantly, victory is not temporary. Victory is eternal. It's eternal. So guess what? This is my challenge for you. Listen, Listen, this is my challenge, okay? Remember this truth as you go forward, okay? The battle is over. You already won. Live boldly, live joyfully, live unshakable, because victory is your lifestyle, okay? It's your lifestyle. I'm Charmaine, and this has been Victory Secured. It's secure, baby. And you already walking in your win. So until next time, I want you to stay victorious.